So, Freunde, kleiner Reaction-Content hier heute. XDEFIANT Season 1, Full Reveal, XD-Brief. Heute geht's komplett ab. Ja, wir werden uns heute die ganze Season, beziehungsweise, ja, alle Informationen zu Season 1 hier nochmal anschauen können. Hier ist jetzt gerade noch so nervige Fahrstuhlmusik, weil es ein YouTube-Stream ist und da ist das halt mit diesem Intro. Ich bin sehr gespannt, was da uns jetzt auf uns zukommt. 24 Sekunden noch. Wir bekommen jetzt wirklich alles gesagt zu Season 1. Ich habe jetzt im Vorhinein schon gehört, dass Ranked wohl irgendwie um eine Woche verschoben werden soll. Dazu werden wir bestimmt auch gleich was hören. Ich bin sehr gespannt. Lasst an dieser Stelle auf jeden Fall schon mal einen Daumen nach oben da und ein kostenloses Abo, um hier nichts mehr auf dem Kanal zu verpassen. Die nächsten Tage werden sehr wild, ja. Auch sehr viele Streams. Schaut gerne vorbei. Jeden Tag ab 7:30 Uhr live auf Twitch. Und es geht los. Okay.
Welcome to XDEFIANT's Season 1 Reveal. I'm your X-Debrief host, Yusuf Garcia Magid, and we have a hell of a show for y'all today. We'll be deep diving into Season 1, talking about the new GSK faction, looking at the new weapons, learning all about ranked mode, and showing
Creator
off the new
Codes Program,
Clubhouse
okay,
map.
nice.
And a little bit later on, we'll be giving away a free in-game item, so stay tuned for that. But let's stop wasting time. Here's everything you can expect from Season 1.
Oh yeah, let's go.
HQ here. Ready for deployment.
GSK, neue Faktion.
Ballistic shield equipped. Some people never die.
Deploying countermeasures.
Ja, Trophy-System.
Planting a briar patch.
Ja, ein Stacheldraht. 3 neue Maps. Clubhouse at Launch. Daytona in Season und Rockefeller in Season. Jeden Monat bekommen wir eine neue Map.
Operation is a go.
New Arena Mode, Capture the Flag.
Providing defense.
In Season. Ah, nicht zum Start, Capture the Flag.
Our team has the flag. Your flag extraction was successful. HQ here. Ready
Free
up,
Battle Pass
operator.
Weapons. Elvoa, das Sturmgewehr. Sehr schnelle Feuerrate.
Just getting even.
Don't get between me and my objective.
Neue Sniper, sieht heavy aus. New Weapon Mastery Levels. Titanium Violett, Titanium Azure und Titanium Prisma. Oh, die ist so regenbogenmäßig. Rank Mode. Exclusive Rank Rewards.
Sorry, no prisoners. All according to plan.
90 Tier Battle Pass. 90 Stufen.
Target neutralized.
That's right, new weapons, new maps, new modes, new skins, and a new faction. That is how you do a new season, folks. Now, we're gonna talk about maps, weapons, and ranked mode in just a little bit. But first, we gotta start with the GSK faction. Take a look at this.
Be advised. Danger close.
Okay, jetzt wird die Faction nochmal genau erklärt.
Don't get between me and
Was
my
haben wir jetzt alles als
objective.
Fähigkeiten?
This is GSK, an elite strike force from GSG9, members of Rainbow Six.
Trophy-System.
These counterterrorism specialists are your go-to operators when your back is against the wall. Drop their shockwire to build a high-voltage perimeter around objectives.
Na ja, gut, Stacheldraht. Elektronischer Stacheldraht.
Or deploy the active defense system to swat down incoming enemy explosives.
Das ist halt geil, ne? Das ist halt für Stellung mega.
GSK operators are tough, able to shrug off most headshots thanks to their ballistic helmets. But you can also take their fight to the enemy with the G52 tactical shield, equipped with a powerful frontal flash.
Ja,
That's what I call crowd control.
eine Flash am Schild dran, okay. Und weniger Headshot-Schaden. Beziehungsweise wahrscheinlich kein Multiplikator.
Problem
Und wir haben gerade gesehen, die Shotgun-Piste ist wirklich eine Piste.
Our different factions represent different styles of gameplay, and we felt that there was one missing. Both of their abilities are extremely strong for a static objective, so highly defensible. If you take zone control or occupy, you can use their abilities to kind of really lock down and protect an area.
Yeah.
For a mode like capture the flag, you can place the shock wire down to kind of funnel opponents into a specific area that you want them to go to. You take a highly defensible ability like LevlUP, which heals.
Ich bin
anybody
gespannt, wie
in a
das
certain
Sturmgewehr
area.
sich spielt, ey.
If they're in there, they're getting healed constantly, so it's really hard to burn them down with weapons. So oftentimes, players will use things like grenades to try to take them out. But if you've got GSK's ADS, it nullifies that. So they kind of work really well together to protect an area. One of the little secrets or tricks I like using with GSK is careful placement of the ADS. A lot of players will just throw something down and go, it's going to protect this area. But then it could be stolen or it can be shot and destroyed. I place it like on the ceiling. No one ever really looks up in the top of the room. When they
Okay, das ist echt böse,
they don't
ne?
really look up. Put
Dass
them
du es überall hinmachen
under an
kannst.
archway, put them around the corner of a wall, and so hide them. Don't just throw them on the ground. When we bring things in from other franchises, we try to stay as true as possible to it, but we need to make it fit our gameplay first. So it differs a little bit than what it does in R6. For that one, it's placed to last for a very long time, but it only has a set number of charges. It can only defeat a certain number of devices. Ours will actually take care of everything, but for a short period of time. You get it back after the cooldown, but once you set it down, you could have 10, 12 grenades coming at you and it will catch them all. Now for kind of counters to that, the hijack ability by DedSec is pretty underutilized because it's very situational. But in this case, the DedSec player can take the abilities for themselves, leaving you with nothing. You can also use things like explosive devices to take out the shock wire or melee them, but melee will still slow you down. You've got to take time to get rid of it, and you can get shot by the defending player. And you can't use an explosive, there's also an ADS there. With the shock wire, again, it's very similar. It's got a little bit larger area effect, mainly because the style of game is a little bit different. With R6, there's a lot of choke points, but you can kind of poke holes through walls. So we need something larger, because our game is free-flowing. We want large maps that players don't get caught up on little corridors or little doorways.
Ja, die haben es quasi aus Rainbow Six angepasst auf XDEFIANT.
But in our gameplay sessions, we've been mainly finding people using it as like a last stand. They're the last person on the point. They use their ultra. They can kind of sit there and keep blinding everybody until reinforcements can come back and relieve them.
Boah,
the best
die
way
Ulti
to the way we determine what an ultimate's going to be is
kann, glaube ich, gut nerven.
fiction the players think of when they play that particular faction. As a GSK player who's a defensive specialist, what is like the best ultra that they could be using?
Ballistic shield equipped!
And so we went with the flash shield.
Du
The
kannst
GSK trait basically
die Flagge damit
nullifies
sogar nehmen.
extra modifier that headshots do. So it would be the equivalent of getting shot in the body. We looked at the different characters. They all have helmets on. It just kind of made sense. It also ties in with being defensive specialists. They're staying behind, protecting an area, and it kind of lessens the impact that certain weapons can have against them. Sniper rifles now require 2 shots to the head against a GSK player rather than 1 shot. With anything new that comes out in our game, we're always ready to make adjustments depending on what the audience sees or experiences. So we're not going to just release something and go, well, we'll address it in next season. You know, if something breaks in the meta, we're going to be on top of it. We're going to be looking into it as soon as possible. We use things like internal testing as well as analytics that come in from what the players are doing, so we can kind of analyze.
Der kann ja mal gerade schießen. Ich will sehen, wie schnell die Time to Kill ist.
Want to be aware of and then address.
Ich glaube, die macht nicht so viel Schaden, aber die ist auch noch Level 1.
Thanks so much, Scott, for shedding some light on GSK.
Okay.
But of course, there's so much more coming in Season 1, including 3 free weapons that can all be earned through the free Battle Pass. To learn a little bit more about how you'll be dealing damage in Season 1 of XDEFIANT, we spoke with systems designer Pat Price, better known as Aches.
New Weapons Breakdown, okay.
Be advised, hostiles have unlocked the second tier of zones.
The LVOAC is our 6th assault rifle, and it's a favorite amongst many of our devs. The role we wanted it to fill was kind of a happy medium between some of those other extremes offered with our other rifles. The way to kind of think of it is a souped up M4. It's got better handling and a faster fire rate, but that comes at the cost of less range and more recoil. It's one of those weapons where you really got to master it to reap the benefits, but once you do, it's really rewarding. It's going to serve as one of our fastest time to kill ARs when it comes to body shots. Because it has more recoil and a faster fire rate, I really like to offset those in my loadout by adding the grip tape and the vertical grip, and then of course the extended mag to get more ammo.
Okay, schnelle Feuerrate, schnellste Time to Kill bei den Sturmgewehren auf den Body.
Rifles by being kind of the middle ground between our other two offerings. The M44
Das ist geil.
is quick and snappy, but the damage doesn't always get the job done. The TAC-50, heavy and slow, but really reliable on those one-shot kills. We kind of find the L115 is right in that sweet spot without sacrificing the damage. So not too slow, not too fast,
so ein Mittelding zwischen den beiden Snipern. Oh, das kann böse werden.
I gotta be honest with you,
Sniper sind eh saustark.
my favorite weapon in our game. But because of how our body multipliers are set up, the TAC-50 will get more one-shot kills to the lower torso, the L115 to the middle, and then the M44 you gotta be really spot on in the kind of the upper neck area. In addition to the two new primaries, we're introducing the sawed-off shotgun. It's a secondary, and we kind of realized within our secondaries we were missing that super close range lethal option. Why would you not want to have a back pocket shotgun paired up with your favorite primary?
Ich sag, die wird so schlecht sein. Die Shotguns sind so schlecht in dem Game. Ich habe heute im Stream alle auf Gold gespielt und es war einfach nur ein Horror.
Really unique offensive and defensive capabilities, although there are the trade-offs. Along with the range, you're losing one of the best advantages of all our secondaries, which is movement speed. The sawed-off shotgun is still faster than SMGs, but about 5 to 10% slower than our other secondaries.
Okay.
I really think there's a case to be made for running the sawed-off shotgun.
Die ist quasi ein bisschen langsamer als die anderen Pistolen, mit der zu rennen und so. Das ist sehr gut.
In our initial internal playtest, the L115 and the sawed-off shotgun was my go-to combo. Something to remember with the sawed-off shotgun though is you get very limited amount of shots, so choose them wisely. Aside from having the element of surprise, the moment-to-moment gameplay decisions is where the sawed-off shotgun thrives. There's plenty of times where you could have any primary and wish you had a shotgun. In Season 0, our weapon mastery offered bronze, silver, and gold. In Season 1, we came down a notch with our titanium series, Violet, Azure, and Prisma. Of course, we saved the best for last. Prisma will change colors, which is a first for our weapon mastery camos.
Oh,
These camos will also be available on all 3 of our new weapons as well.
Now, as obviously an expert on XDEFIANT's weapons, but as a former FPS Pro player, he really knows his way around competitive gameplay. That's why we sat down with him to talk all about the new.
Das wird heute auf jeden Fall ein bisschen längeres Video hier. Aber ich hoffe, euch gefällt das auch so ein bisschen im Reaction-Stil hier. Wir müssen es einfach. Ich muss es ganz gucken mit euch. Ja, das ist so viel.
Ranked is rolling out in full for Season 1. But before you get geared up and ready to go, let's walk through the basics for XDEFIANT's Ranked Mode.
Okay, jetzt wird der Ranked Mode erklärt. Da bin ich sehr gespannt. Ranked wird geil bestimmt.
Is a 4v4 playlist that supports 4 game modes: Occupy, Domination, Zone Control,
and Escort.
While similar to their casual playlist counterparts, some rules have been changed for Ranked. In Occupy, the zones rotate in a predetermined order. No randomized points means your team can plot their next move onto each point.
Wichtig.
Domination allows each team to play a side of the map for 5 minutes before switching sides at halftime.
Das ist auch richtig wichtig, dass die Seiten wechseln wegen dem Spawns.
Zone Control has teams taking turns as attackers and defenders. Unlike its casual playlist counterpart, defenders will be able to push back attacker capture progress to the nearest quarter of the progression circle.
Okay.
Finally, Escort will play like its casual playlist counterpart. As you start each season, you'll have a brief warm-up period with no ranks so you can find your footing before hitting that ranked grind. Let's talk rank distribution.
Ja, wir haben nämlich,
has 7 ranks.
Wir haben noch meine Einstufungswoche jetzt wahrscheinlich, wo man einfach ein bisschen zocken kann.
Emerald, Diamond, and Legends. Excluding Legends, each will have you progress through 10 levels to reach the next rank. If you happen to prove yourself as one of the best during the season and place amongst the top 500, you'll receive a special end of season reward. In Ranked, you'll be able to queue as a full squad of 4 as long as the highest and lowest ranked players are within 15 levels of one another. Starting in Diamond though, that max party size changes to 2. There you have it.
Ab Diamant kann man nur noch Duo spielen.
And start climbing. We'll see you at the top.
Pat, thanks so much for joining us in the studio to talk about Ranked Mode today. Now, I want to start with the basics first. What game modes are included in Ranked, and then who's it for?
Yeah, so, ranked play is 4v4 as compared to our unranked, which is 6v6. The game modes are Occupy, Domination, and then Escort and Zone Control. These will have ranked rule sets not seen in our unranked versions. And we really believe that ranked is for everybody, right? Whether you're a bronze player or the best player in the world, you're always going to be matched against players of your skill level.
Ja, das
As
ist
you
wichtig.
progress, you'll get better and better climbing up in the ranks, and you'll get more rewards. So I think that's the one thing that's important is you don't lose anything by playing in ranked play. You're getting the same progression, the same XP. But there's a lot of cool rewards on the line that we don't want players to miss out on.
You mentioned there that ranked is 4v4 versus unranked being 6v6. What other differences are there?
So aside from that pace of play difference between the team sizes, ranked is going to be a little bit more methodical, a little bit more teamwork involved, and we really hope players will plug in their headsets and communicate.
Season 1 is also introducing Capture the Flag. What is the rate at which new modes are going to come to ranked?
Every new game mode will instantly be in unranked, and we're going to kind of use that as an evaluation period to see if it meets our criteria for a good ranked mode. If it does, we'll likely add it in the new season. And so players will have a little bit more experience with the mode and then get to play it in the ranked play.
Okay.
We're talking about ranked. What are the ranks?
So we have 7 total ranks: bronze, silver, gold, ruby, emerald, diamond, and then legends. Each rank will have 10 levels within that rank and 100 RP, which rank points, to progress through each level. Once you hit Legend, you'll be playing against the players within Legend to kind of get your position in
Das wird ja komplett lange dauern. In jedem Rang gibt es 10 Ränge.
As simple as win, you go up, lose, you go down. What
Ist das geisteskrank?
here?
Yeah, essentially it is that. But there is some nuance and some factors we consider. How well did you play? Are you the top performer or the worst performer on your team?
Okay.
If you're the best and when you win, you'll gain the most amount of RP. Even if on the flip side, if you lose and you're the best, you'll lose the least amount of RP.
Okay. Das heißt, auch Solo-Performance zählt quasi für das Ranking mit rein.
So if you're favored to win and you do, you won't win as much RP. And the opposite is true. If you're not favored to win and you lose, then you won't lose as much.
Okay.
Now to clarify, this performance that we're tracking isn't tied to just kills or KD. We're considering everything. Did you play the objective? How much? And so there's a lot of we want you to be the best player you can be as a whole, and that'll earn you that best performance.
Nice. So even if I'm not necessarily getting the most kills, I can still be maybe the best performer on my team.
Absolutely, yeah. You could be the worst performer on your team, statistically in terms of kill and death, but if you're playing the objective and doing all the dirty work, you could find yourself on that top performance.
Okay. Also man kann quasi auch Punkte in der Solo-Performance holen.
Yeah, so we let you see everything. You'll be able to see the rank you're at, the rank level that you're at, and kind of where your RP is at within that level, right? To see whether you're close to ranking up or maybe close to D-ranking. So there's nothing that we don't show you.
So once the season is over,
also man sieht alles komplett übersichtlich.
Depending on how well you did in the past season, we'll reset you to various levels of silver, except for bronze. If you're in bronze at the end of the first season, we'll reset you back into bronze.
So what happens at the start of a new season?
So right away, ranked will be available, except it'll be available in what's called our ranked practice. So similar to season 0, where we kind of had the trial run of ranked, the ranks won't be turned on, but you'll be able to play the ranked modes, the ranked rules, everything that is in ranked except the ranks. This kind of gives you that 7-day window just to warm up, get ready for the new season. Once that's over, the ranks will reset. We'll put those players back into silver. Unless you were in bronze the previous season, then you will stay in bronze.
Okay.
So, partying up
Also wir bekommen jetzt nochmal eine Woche quasi Testphase, wo man sich so ein bisschen darauf vorbereiten kann, alles spielen kann und dann geht's in einer Woche los.
Solo queue, duo queue, trio, all of it. Once you reach Diamond, however, we put a little restriction. We reduce that party size to 2. And that's true for Legends as well. So you'll only be able to duo queue once you're at the top of the ranks.
So for ranked matchmaking, who can I party up with, and then who are we going to be matchmaked against?
Okay, mit wem kann man spielen?
Season 1, as a solo player, for example, it'll be 15 levels or a rank and a half above or below you. For parties, the same will be true, except for the matchmaking, we'll take the average RP of that party, and that will determine the 15 above or below levels.
Pat, speaking of parties, is XDefiant going to be sorting ranked lobbies based on party size? Like, if I'm partying up with 3 other friends, are we going to be matchmade against other groups of 4?
Also man kann quasi 15 Ränge über sich spielen. In Bronze, wenn du Bronze 1 bist, kannst du sozusagen gegen Silber 6 spielen oder so. Maximal. Was echt nicht so viel ist.
So many different factors that go into ranked matchmaking. How do you make sure that the matches are relatively balanced?
Right, so what we do is we track players' MMR. We do this in unranked and in ranked. However, they're completely separate. MMR is only used for balancing the teams once the lobby has been found. So kind of what we mentioned earlier, you know, we're using those 15 levels to find the players that you're matching against. We take their MMR then to balance the teams after they've been found.
Got it. So that MMR is really dictating the competitiveness of the match.
Yeah, you aren't being match made whatsoever with your MMR. It's only just to balance those teams.
Love it. So Pat, up until now, we've been talking about how ranked works, but I want to know what you're going to get out of ranked. Tell us a little bit about how the rewards
Oh, jetzt bekommt man die Rewards, okay.
First off, the rewards are completely exclusive to ranked play. As soon as you hit that first rank, you'll instantly unlock that reward. In Season 1, this is from our paintball line. And the beauty is, as soon as you get that reward, you have it forever. So even if you go back down in ranks or you lose that progression, that reward is yours. However, we do have one reward that will only unlock for the top 500 players at the end of the season.
Oh.
So we'll have that leaderboard, and if you can finish in that top 500, you know it's yours.
Pat, before you go, is there anything else you can tell us about the future of ranked?
Well, I can tell you it's a top priority for us. It's always going to be evolving season after season. And you know, we're constantly going to be looking at players' feedback to make it the best it can be.
Love it. I can't wait to hop in. Pat, thank you so much for stopping by the studio today.
Okay, Ranked hört sich sehr interessant an.
One day.
Ich bin so gespannt.
Shout out to Pat for going so in-depth on both weapons and the new ranked mode.
Yeah.
Best of luck to all of you in those ranked lobbies. Now, the GSK faction isn't the only thing taking inspiration from R6. The new Clubhouse map has also been adapted.
Stimmt, die Clubhouse Map. Digga, das wird ein halbe Stundes Video hier heute. Holy shit, ist das Wahnsinn. Aber ich muss euch das alles zeigen. Ihr wollt alles wissen? Ja? Ihr bekommt alles.
Hello,
so.
I'm Thomas, one of the environment artists who work on the new Clubhouse map in XDEFIANT. And I'm here to show you the new map.
Ja, zeig mal her jetzt die neue Map.
The spotlight will be on one of Ubisoft's most beloved brand, R6. That's why we choose one
Rainbow
of the
Six
most
map.
iconic maps from the franchise to include in our game. Welcome to XDEFIANT's Clubhouse. Our first goal while recreating the map was to preserve its unique visual identity. The pink glowy club, the biker's bar, the illegal garage, and the old dusty bedrooms are some of the places we are really excited for you to experience.
Oh, diese neue
Adding
Tarnung
such
sieht
a
so
great
geil
map
aus.
Like Clubhouse to XDEFIANT gave us a real opportunity to pay homage to the R6.
Alle Waffen auf Level 400 spielen, super. Jetzt habe ich gerade alle Waffen auf Level 200. Ist das Wahnsinn. Ist das Wahnsinn.
The barricades, the drones, the reinforced walls, and even the deployable shields. We added holes in the wall and part of the floor to represent the destruction that you see in R6, which adds a layer of verticality and tactics to the map. We always try to maintain the map's original layout as much as possible, but manage to adapt and reshape many places to fit with the XDEFIANT mechanics that differ from the original game. Navigating the map as quickly and freely as possible is crucial in XDEFIANT.
Bist ein Franzose, glaube ich, oder?
To achieve this, we demolished some wall, expanded some rooms, added opportunities for mental jumps and slide. We've also decided to extend the play area beyond the interior of the building, parts of the map that were underexploited in the original game. Now, when playing in Domination or Occupy games, you will be able to defend the parking lot or the old warehouse. We also opened a new area, inaccessible in the original game, the shipping dock, where you will fight to
der zeigt uns einfach die ganze Map, wirklich. What the fuck?
We are super excited.
Digga, die GSK-Fraktion sieht krass aus mit diesem Helm. Du machst fast keinen Schaden auf dem Helm. Creator Codes Program, okay. Wartet.
Season 1 of XDefiant is bringing a new faction, new maps, new modes, new weapons, and a brand new way to support your favorite creators. The XDEFIANT Creator Code Initiative kicks off on day 1 of the season and allows you to grant a creator of your choosing a commission for all your in-game purchases. Simply select Support a Creator from the in-game store and you'll see a list of eligible creators to choose from. Pick the one you'd like to support and their code will be linked to your account for the next 14 days. Or until you decide to cancel.
Ich kann euch schon mal sagen, wir haben es geschafft. Wir werden einen Creator-Code bekommen. Wir werden einen Creator-Code bekommen. Ich hoffe, er ist morgen schon direkt drin. Mega geil.
For more information about
Sehr
XDEFIANT's
korrekt.
creator codes, or if you're a creator that would like to be considered for the program, visit xdefiant.com/creatorcodes.
Geil. Community Questions and Clips. Okay. Das schauen wir uns auch noch
Hey
an.
everybody, I'm Zach Paget, the community developer on XDEFIANT. Welcome to the community segment, where we'll be answering those questions you've left on Discord and showing off some of your amazing gameplay. Our first question is there a prestige-like mode coming to XDEFIANT? Yes, it's already in development and the timing is to be determined. Are there any plans for additional weapon mastery camos?
Wir wissen noch nicht, wann Prestige kommt.
In preseason, we had bronze, silver, and gold. In Season 1, we just announced 3 additional weapon mastery camos coming to the game. On top of that, we have upgrades coming to the weapon mastery system in the future. Is keyboard and mouse coming to console?
Wir bekommen ein upgegradetes Weapon Mastery System.
Yet, but a lot of the work is already done and it is planned. Will there be new weapons added to XDEFIANT? Absolutely. Each season will bring new maps, modes, faction, and weapons to the game. Each season will have a battle pass that contains 3 new weapons in the free rewards.
Okay.
Weapons found in one season's battle pass will be available through challenges in the next season.
Okay. Waffen, die man in diesen Private Matches?
100%. It is important to us for both our tournaments and esports, and we can't wait to share more. Can you tell us about the factions coming in Year 1? We just revealed GSK, our Season 1 faction, and we're very excited for the utility and gameplay changes it's going to bring to the game. Now, I can't give away all of our factions for this year, but I can say we're very excited for the changes and impacts that each of those factions are going to bring in this year. It's going to be a great one. Will there be a kill cam or similar feature coming to XDEFIANT? I don't have any specifics to share quite yet, but that is something that we're working on as we speak. Will Search and Destroy be coming to XDEFIANT?
Alle Zeit noch nicht wann, ne?
Absolutely. We know this is a top request.
Es kommt alles, aber wir wissen es
all
nicht.
of the hype and details yet, but it is coming to one of the seasons of Year 1. So when that answer was recorded, it was true that the mode would be coming out in Year 1. However, we know that all of you really want to play a search and destroy like mode, so we are pleased to announce Bomb. This mode will be coming Season 1. Here's a sneak peek.
Oha! Oha!
Thank you for those questions. Be sure to keep submitting them on Discord and our other social media channels so that we can continue answering the important
in Season 1 noch. Ist das geil.
Let's have a little bit of fun and show off those amazing gameplay moments that you've been sharing with us. Thanks for watching XD.
Okay.
Until next time.
Das brauchen wir jetzt nicht mehr sehen. Wir brauchen keine Clips mehr sehen. Ey, holy shit. Sorry für das lange Video. Wenn es euch gefallen hat, lasst einen Daumen nach oben da. Es sind viele Infos, viele Sachen kommen erst in der Season. Ich habe eine Sache nicht verstanden. Bei CTF stand auch in der Season kommt das erst. Da bin ich ein bisschen verwirrt, weil ich dachte, das kommt zum Anfang. Müsste eigentlich auch zum Anfang kommen. Vielleicht ist das irgendwie, also hier stand irgendwas mit in Season. Hier vorne. Hier in Season. Keine Ahnung. Werden wir dann auf jeden Fall morgen sehen. Ihr könnt das Ganze morgen natürlich auch abchecken auf meinem Twitch-Kanal. Ja, ab 19 Uhr sind wir natürlich in der neuen Season drin. Und ja, jetzt habt ihr hier ein schönes langes Video zum Ende des Abends hier bekommen. Ich küsse eure Herzen. Kuss geht raus und lasst ein kostenloses Abo da, lasst ein Like da und wir sehen uns dann morgen im Stream. Haut rein. Ciao, ciao.